Yo, this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King of Black.
Welcome to another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
Where the nerds are black and the nerds are angry.
All right. So when we recorded last week, I revealed that Bray Wyatt passed away. And literally, pretty much as soon as we finished recording, the cause of death was given. He had a heart attack due to complications from COVID. So,
it was like a residual thing, or did he catch it recently?
He caught it like a few months ago. That's why he wasn't wrestling. And he's just had like residual effects from it. We have to give a rest in peace to Bob Barker and Arleen Sorkin. So Bob Barker passed away at the age of 99 years old.
I thought we were going to do Bob Barker.
No.
Yeah, I thought, okay, I guess she's going to do that. You going rogue. All right, go ahead and do Bob Barker then. The guy who had literally like one voice appearance. And Adam Sandler doesn't count. But yeah, rest in peace, because he was one of, TV's greats. Game shows and whatnot.
Okay, look, you're pissing me off right now, man.
Am I? Yes, you are. We discussed something, and now you're doing something opposite of what we discussed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought we were going to do Bob Barker.
I never said I wasn't going to give Bob Barker a rest in peace.
I asked why
give Bob Barker a rest in peace. Bob Barker was a pivotal moment, was a pivotal person in a majority of America's childhood.
Great, but not nerd related. And not our age. What do you mean our age? I am 37. What part of Bob Barker did we ever do in our lives? Tell me, what part of
okay?
What did he do?
Okay, well,
I don't watch.
Okay, so you're the one random person who didn't watch The Price is Right during the summer.
Correct, because I'm not an old person. Who watches Price is Right? Who comes home and watches a game show as a teenager? Either you're out partying or you're home playing video games and watching cartoons. What is a game show going to be doing for you? That is not the demographic for a game show, sir. That old people do that. Old people come home and watch Jeopardy. Old people come home and watch The Wheel of Fortune. That isn't the demographic for that is much older. Okay, am I wrong?
Yes.
How so? Please tell me.
They had Children's Jeopardy, Children's Teenage Jeopardy.
Yeah, old people found children cute. Those shows are not
the darndest thing. All right.
That is also for older people. That demographic for that is not for younger people. Just so
yes, kids say the darndest things is for older people. I say
all that's for older people. Jeopardy. Older people find children adorable. The point is, the demographic that will care about Bob Barker is significantly older. Where in our childhood would we have even come across him? To be honest, I didn't. Furthermore, how is he nerd related? We want to give a shout out to the football player that just passed away. He is literally just as connected to us. I forget his name, but he was young. He had a respiratory issue. I forgot his name. I can have to Google him. But again,
I didn't know it. But if look, I don't watch football. I watch.
Who watches The Price is Right though? Right, but who is that nerd related? You can watch The Price is Right, but I'm not saying you can't. Please do.
Samir, I can give a rest in peace to someone who isn't.
But how is he? That's great. It's part about your childhood. How is he a part of our platform though? That's what I was arguing about before we got on the podcast with this. That's the issue I'm having. Now, Arleen Sorkin, yes, all day, let's sing her praises, okay, because we would not have so much without her, okay? That's definitely a shot we need to get.
Yeah, unless she's a conservative or transphobic, because then you will be like, fuck her.
I mean, I don't know that about her.
Exactly, that's my point.
I mean, we don't know that. So, again, that's new information. Yes, if we found out that all that things happened, then yes, we would definitely not be so willing to give her a shout out. Okay? I mean, you
wouldn't be willing to give her a shout out.
So
I would.
So again, okay, so when you learn more things about someone at post, like for instance, we're not going to give shout outs to H.P. Lovecraft now that he's dead, are you?
I mean, I don't know anything about H.P. Lovecraft. I didn't grow up reading Lovecraft. I know he's a racist and a homophobe and all that. We talked about that when we talked about Lovecraft Country. I found that out later. But if you like, and now you know. I know that now. But if I was alive then, I possibly wouldn't.
But you're alive now, and now you know about it. Honestly, I thought it was like common knowledge.
No, it wasn't. But yeah, she passed away at the age of 67. All right. Give us a story, Samir.
Oh, well, are we going to talk about Arleen Sorkin?
I just said she passed away. She was the voice of Harley Quinn.
Who is she? Okay, then, yeah, she's the original voice of Harley Quinn. She actually was very instrumental in the conception of the character. Okay, yes, we wouldn't have Harley Quinn, DC's Harley Quinn, without Arleen Sorkin. So yes, may she rest in peace. That is a great person that contributed to nerd culture, not Bob Barker. That's the shot we should have. Yes, I didn't mean to make it whole rest in peace about an argument, but yeah, that's what happened. All right, we doing the first story?
I just told you to go.
All right, so Starfield, Bethesda's latest huge behemoth of a RPG that was highly anticipated for last couple of years, has just got reviewed by a bunch of media outlets, and some people are scratching their heads on IGN's response. So it's just IGN has been criticized in over the years about their reviewing process, and giving Starfield a 7, which, I mean, I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know. But people are definitely the consensus online is that they're tripping, and no one really trusts IGN anymore because of their inconsistent reviews on video games. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, can you?
Saying that. Once again, I told you, I don't care about what people say. I'm going to look at something, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. The same way you got on my case about buying Hogwarts Legacy. I like Harry Potter. I bought the game. I like Gotham Knights despite the reviews. I bought the game, and guess what? I still enjoyed it. Once again, I don't give a fuck what people who get paid to critique shit say.
Dang, why are you so angry about reviewers? So, I was going to talk on the whole thing about how you critique a video game and what constitutes a good video game, what constitutes a solid 10 out of 10, as opposed to Starfield 7 out of 10. You know, it's getting a little murky as the years go on, I guess, with certain video games. Now, maybe because people are less receptive with Bethesda and their penchant for buggy games. Like, if you ever played a Bethesda game, their games are pretty buggy. Like, the whole thing about the game.
Played the Bethesda game.
All right, well, if you didn't know, the games often are buggy on release, and not game-breakingly bad, but just really quirky.
Once again,
here and there.
That's most games, unless there's usually a day one software patch. Samir, you can't name a single game within the past 5 years that you've bought and downloaded, and then turned around and had to download a patch the same day.
Let me see. A game that I did not have to install a patch. Persona 5 didn't need one.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm almost 90% sure. Let's see. Besides that, I want to say Final Fantasy VII Remake, I don't think needed a patch.
Nope, it did.
You think so? Okay.
Yes, I know.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I remember that for a fact, because when I bought it, remember I started it before you, and I was on the phone with you while you were driving to come get your copy, and I was complaining that the software, the patch was taking forever to update.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I can't think about the top of my head, but it does happen. It is happen frequently. That is true. With that being said, though, for a game to get released and the bugs are still present while playing, all right, this has been a thing for Bethesda since the 360, if not, the 360 era, like Oblivion, and then subsequently Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas. All those games, they all were heavily bugged, and that was in an era where day one patches weren't prevalent. Also, so the fact that they weren't prevalent, they weren't prevalent back then. They were not prevalent. Games were a little more out of the box back then.
Okay,
and they didn't have as many bugs.
But right, so that being said, another reason why I don't listen to reviewers when it comes to games, they're reviewing usually the beta version of the game or the game before it gets that patch.
So two things on that.
Advanced copies,
right? But two things on that. One, if you give a reviewer a busted version of your game to give them to get their first impression, that's on you. Put your best foot forward for first impressions. And number two, usually a reviewer will say, "Hey, listen, this is an early build. Hopefully, this is patched out by the time the game is released." They will preface that so that you can then say, "Okay, I'm sure they'll have it patched out so I can buy the game still." So they do account for that. But also, what the heck? Why would a developer give you a busted version of the game? So that's the issue there. A lot of times, they don't let people even see reviews.
Samir is simply the same reason, just as everything else. You know, they get the game. You know, the developers are still working because this is a live service game, is it not?
No, it's not. It's a single. Yeah. Do you not know anything about Starfield?
Well, once again, I don't give a shit about Starfield.
I may or may not play Starfield. It's a 50-50 chance, but I still know extensive knowledge about the game. It's one of the biggest releases of the year. Stop putting your head out of the sand, man.
Once again, you're 50-50 on it. I'm 0.
There are games that I don't even care a little bit about. Like, I still know a lot about the new Mario game that just got announced today.
Yeah, I mean, but you also don't touch your Switch.
No, I don't. You're right. And I still...
And the Mario game wasn't... Oh, you said announced. I thought you said release. But no, once again, because isn't Starfield an Xbox exclusive?
Yes.
Yeah, once again.
Xbox is PC.
Xbox shit. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you don't care about half the damn gaming industry? Half.
Once again, Samir, I don't have an Xbox. I don't have a PC. We just did this last week.
I understand. You're on a, you pay, yeah, but you want to give yourself a platform. Be a news platform. Give news. All right. Just because you don't care about something, your audience doesn't. See how that works? We're not a PlayStation podcast.
I never said we were a PlayStation podcast. We talk about Nintendo stuff all the time. You bring up PC. You bring up tabletop games.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I bring up mobile games every now and then. So what are you talking about?
Speaking of mobile games, I'm gonna take the next.
Like I just talked all about PlayStation.
Speaking of mobile games, though, so okay, they released a trailer for Ever Crisis, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Did you see it?
No, and I bet you that has a day one patch.
Okay, so it's a mobile game, so I'm not that, but I'm appraised of the situation, though. Okay, so the trailer had not only had a bunch of features in it and new content, they showed story. Apparently, there's gonna be a prequel story for young Sephiroth. They showed what the guy looked like, what his storyline's gonna be. Like, yo, do you ever think we even see a young Sephiroth? That it looked pretty cool. I don't know. I was kind of hyped on it. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to play this game.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, when it comes to Square Enix and mobile games, they're usually crap. Like this one is obviously going to be a battery killer because it actually has the more
charge your phone
as opposed to the more the Kingdom Hearts one, which was just very lazy. But yeah, I'm not playing that. I mean, I barely play any mobile games on my phone. Like the only thing I really play is Marvel Strike Force, and that's only because I've been playing that for like 5 years, and I might just eventually cast that to the wayside, like I did Power Rangers Legacy Wars. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mobile game that much.
Well, neither do I. But
Battle for the Grid is the system version of the fighting game. Legacy Wars is the mobile version. That's specifically why I said Legacy Wars, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I don't even remember what I was saying. But since we're talking about video game news, let's talk about some of the Nintendo Direct stuff that already came out. So, for those of you who do not have Nintendo Switches, they also announced a Mario version of the OLED Switch, which is all red and it looks cool. And I kind of wish I had it, but I'm not trading in my OLED that I currently have for a red one.
I can't believe you bought the first OLED.
I wanted a slightly bigger screen and better colors. What are you talking about?
I guess.
Have you not seen an OLED in person? Like,
I mean,
the colors?
I know it. It's like they don't do much though. It's like that's it.
Okay, bro, it's got a better processor. The kickstand is obviously a little bit better, but yeah, I mean,
that ain't enough for money for the price.
I traded in my old one. Only thing I really paid was $60.
Was it a $60 difference?
Yes. No. I think it was like 50 because it was $250 and $300.
Nah. Well,
or was it 300 and $350?
The Mario edition. The Mario edition is $349 for the OLED version.
Yeah. Okay. So $300 and $350 then. So that's what it was. Yeah, I paid like a $60.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been a 1-to-1 difference. They wouldn't have gave you the whole value of the retail model of the Switch. It would have been a trade-in. You would have got like
no, because I'm a Games Pro member. So it really wasn't one of one. I don't remember. It was very comparable. I didn't pay that much of a difference. It's not like I threw out $100, but
I think
it was pretty comparable.
But okay,
how did I get ganked? Huh?
I don't know. It's just like I think you just got game, but okay.
But yeah, and we also got the Mario game. What is it? Super Mario Wonder?
Yeah, Super Mario Wonders. It's a side-scrolling Mario game with more power-ups.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to get into the details, it's they feature a new type of flower. You play with I saw them play with Peach, Toadette, Luigi, obviously. Various power-ups, and I think there's a new character called Prince Florian. I'm not sure. I didn't really see how they incorporated him other than him riding on Mario's head. Did you see it? Like, did he have any powers tied to him?
No, I didn't get to watch any video footage. I'm kind of looking at it now. I'm looking at like some of the new villains, like the Conks, the Drillheads, the Mumsies.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't. I mean, I really don't know how I feel about 2D Mario anymore because Mario.
I honestly think 2D Mario is going to be the better form of Mario. In my opinion.
You didn't like Super Mario Odyssey?
I didn't play it.
Super Mario Galaxy? Super Mario Sunshine?
I know of it. Didn't play it. I haven't played a Mario game since 64.
Okay, so Super Mario 64 as well. But no, I can't wait to check it out. And they announced the release date for October 20th. So 2 months. But yeah, you can also turn into an elephant.
Yeah, I did see that.
They also gave an update on I guess there was a software update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, they added some new regions in Paldea. So it's like a secluded beach. We got Mario and Rayman, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope DLC that features Rayman and the Phantom Shadow. That's actually out now. But yeah, I mean, not that much from the Nintendo Direct. But I mean, it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna go into my story because we kind of shared that one. I'll actually bring this one up because it's also video game related. Volition Games, the company behind Saints Row, has announced that it is shutting down effective immediately. So
Volition Games is Volition, not Violation. Volition.
Yeah,
Volition.
Yeah,
because they bombed on that Saints Row game.
I mean, yeah. So there was an update that was posted on LinkedIn. So Volition said this past June, Embracer Group announced a restructuring program to strengthen Embracer and maintain its position as the leader in the video game industry. As part of that program, they evaluated strategic and operational goals and made the difficult decision to close Volition effective immediately. To help our team, we are working to provide job assistance to help smooth the transition from our Volition family members. We thank our customers and fans around the world for all the love and support over the years. You will always be in our hearts. And that's crazy because, bro, they just announced some DLC for Saints Row.
Yeah.
I didn't beat the game because Saints Row is just one of those. The world of the game is just too friggin' open. So I just always did a bunch of side stuff. It's kind of like Hogwarts Legacy, but at least with Hogwarts Legacy, I'm progressing in the story.
Yeah, but there are other things that Volition did. They did Kingdom of Amalur, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and people love those games. Like those games have a huge following, and we're not gonna get sequels for those anymore. I mean, they might move those properties to other developers, I guess.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know. It's like yeah.
No, I was going to say, when was the last time some of those games even came out?
Well, Kingdom of Amalur came out a crap ton of years ago, but it was well loved and well received. I don't know. These corporations, it's like they want paid services and they want to rush the product and they want to do all this. They want to have all this micromanaging on the developers, and then when the game tanks, they want to close down like it's someone else's fault. Like, yo, don't get mad at Volition because y'all pushing to make this crappy game.
I mean, I don't think Saints Row is crappy. It's just
the recent Saints Row that people weren't feeling that game at all.
Yeah, because they called it a reboot when it really wasn't they called it a remake when it really wasn't a remake. It was like a soft reboot per se, because it leaned more into like the kookiness of like Saints Row 3 through 5. Yeah, 3 through 5. As opposed to like being the gang stuff that it was in like the first 2 games. Like no one wants the franchise that jumped the shark. But hey, it is what it is. All right. What you got, man?
Oh, okay. So, hang on. Most of my news feed is like, oh, hey, what's your thing about? What's your stance on Shredder's Revenge? The Dimension Shock show. Shell Shock. Tell me Dimension Shell Shock.
Haven't even played it yet, bro. What the fuck? It just came out today.
All right, I'm just seeing if you hyped for it. If you gonna get it, what's up?
I mean, it's Dotemu. I had like I had some credits on my Switch. I downloaded it. I haven't started it yet. But it's Dotemu. It's not like it actually provides any type of story. It's just you get to play as 3 extra characters.
Yeah, Yojimbo.
It's Karai, Usagi, Yojimbo, Shredder. I think you also get to play as Bebop and Rocksteady. And it's just time trial stuff. So, I mean, I really only bought it just to get the extra characters. And it was on sale on the Switch for like, I think it was like $5 off or something like that. So I paid $7 as opposed to 12 or 13.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, in addition to more DLC news, so Street Fighter 6 finally gave us a gameplay trailer for the next DLC character, Aki, who is
didn't lower the price of that damn Ninja Turtles DLC, did they?
I mean, honestly, it was cool it's in there, but I'm not that hyped. I don't really get on skins like that, to be honest. But some people are mad about it. Yeah. Anyway, so
what you mean? Some people, bro. The game was literally $10. I mean, the DLC was $10 less than the game if you bought the skins for all 4 characters, and that's how they got you. Because as opposed to just selling the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pack for like $15, they're like, nah, you want Leonardo? $15, Donatello, $15, Raphael, $15, Michelangelo, $15.
I mean, yeah, it's
like I said. Now you see why. Now you see why I be anti DLC. It's like I'd rather just wait for the Game of the Year edition. Like if it's something I already bought, like Shredder's Revenge, that's a different story. Because I spent $200-something on a collector's edition that came with a bunch of goodies. Don't worry, guys. I did do an unboxing video. I just haven't had the time to edit it, so that should probably be about a weekend or something like that.
Yeah, tighten up, Bernard.
Bitch, and I do all the shit for the podcast. You just show up. And show up late.
What do you mean? I was here on time.
One time out of 152 episodes.
All right. Anyway, so Aki is the character is very reminiscent of Fong from Street Fighter 4. Yeah, Street Fighter 4, and and they basically, I think they wanted to get a character like Fong, but he wasn't received very well, so they had to probably take the concept to the drawing board, and I think that's why we have Aki in the first place. Pretty cool. If I had to describe her, she's like Fong mixed with Baldo, mixed with Chrissy from Dead or Alive. There's another character I'm thinking of from King of Fighters. I forget their name though, but yeah, like that. Snake Kung Fu, a lot of fast strikes, very flexible character, really cool. Love the design. Definitely yandere waifu material. If I were to but yeah, great character. Anyways, they're getting released. She's getting released. Let me see. I think the 20. I know it coincides with after the Mortal Kombat release because you don't want to compete with Mortal Kombat. Obviously, that would be a bad idea. But yeah, she comes out. I think I want to say the 25th, 24th of September.
Isn't that before Mortal Kombat could have sworn?
27th. And Mortal Kombat 1 comes out.
I think it comes out the 27th.
Does it? Nah, because I think they try to avoid the The release of Mortal Kombat 1. No, the 19th.
Oh, 14th.
I'm saying the 19th. Mm-hmm.
I hate Google. Said the 14th. Yeah, it's the 19th. I had to go to the Mortal Kombat website to confirm. Yeah, so 2 games. Well, 1 game I definitely won't be playing, and the other one I won't be playing for a year and a half from now. All right, so you got any more to chime in on that, or is that it?
That's it for now. I can't think of it. Oh, Mortal Kombat had a commercial starring Batista.
Yeah, it was a throwback to the first commercial.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, but Batista don't need to be wearing no toupees. Just stop it.
That was a toupee?
Bruh.
I wasn't looking
Batista
that hard.
Hasn't had hair in like 15 years.
You sure that was? I mean, it was hair. I'm trying to remember if I have, because he's been acting with Marvel for so long, so he's been shaved. He's in the bald club.
He's been bald. He was bald before that. Hell, he's bald in Knock at the Cabin. He was bald in Army of Thieves.
Was he though? He's not bald. No, he has hair. His hair grew out a little bit. I'm looking at a picture of him right now. It doesn't look like a toupee at all. I think he has natural hair when he feels like it. Like he can grow it out.
I've only ever seen him with like a brush cut.
Right, but that's not bald though, bro. That's why would you think it's a toupee?
Okay, no, but the hair on his head in that commercial is longer than a brush cut. What, are you looking it up right now?
No, I'm looking at my next story.
Oh, okay.
What? Go on. No, go on.
No, I was going to say, I think he even said, like, he had a toupee on in the movie My Spy.
Oh, God, that movie.
What's wrong with My Spy?
It wasn't good.
Okay. All right, what were you about to say?
Oh, well, yeah, there's Steam is running a PlayStation Publisher sale up to 75% off on all of the PlayStation Publisher games. So, we have, Last of Us Part
Spider-Man
1.
games, Uncharted, The Last of Us, what else?
Yeah. Returnal, Predator Hunting Grounds, which, was that game even good? That one's up to 75% off. That one is. I don't know if that one's good or not.
It's also like 4 years old, so that's why it's like 75%.
It came out 2021.
Predator Hunting Grounds?
Yeah, it came out 2021.
That's probably an updated version for because
maybe
that was on my PlayStation Plus library a long time ago.
But yeah, Sackboy Big Adventure, Sackboy Big Adventure, Days Gone. That one's $16. If you haven't already played that, go grab that one.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm just giving the shout out for this sale and make sure everyone knows about it.
You gonna tell people when the sale ends? Does it not say?
September 7th.
Okay.
So it starts today, ends at September 7th.
All right. So, Bonnie Wright, who we all know as Ginny Weasley, was on Michael Rosenbaum's Inside of You podcast. And she was talking about, not being on set as much as she wanted to be due to the fact that they pretty much kind of put her character to the backside of the film franchise, at least until like the fifth film.
So Bernard, questions, because I'm trying to remember Ginny's importance in the Harry Potter series, to be honest. Where would they have put her in if she wanted more screen time?
Well, they cut out. Well, don't forget, Ginny did join the Quidditch team.
Yeah, she did, and she was in there. Was she?
Nope, they cut all that out.
So in the Half-Blood Prince, she wasn't in the Quidditch team. Damn, I don't think she was in the Quidditch team in the Half-Blood Prince.
There was no Quidditch in the Half-Blood Prince.
Ron joined the team.
I thought that was Goblet of Fire.
No, Ron joined the team in Half-Blood Prince.
Okay, so then she might have joined in.
She was on in the book. She also joined the team.
I thought Ron joined the team in Order of the Phoenix.
No, in Half-Blood
you had to
Prince.
because I could have sworn you had to be a second year in order to join the Quidditch team. Because remember, Ginny's a year behind all of them.
She is, but
so
also
she would have had to join. Because Harry's
it's unheard of. It's not unheard of, but just be really good to join as a first year.
Okay.
So Harry joined the first year because he's a very skilled seeker. So I'm trying to see whether or not it's even the point is there's a lot of flaws in the Harry Potter film franchise. In any case, the book as well, tons of flaws. I'm just wondering. I don't think Ginny's treatment is one of them. All right, there's only so much screen time / any time to give her that much character development. She got an okay amount in the book series, but quite frankly, her best achievement is dating Harry Potter / marrying him. That's her whole claim to fame. You know, it's like, and then they glossed over her battle with Bellatrix in the Deathly Hallows. That's
I was about to say
they could have gave us more of that.
Yeah, diminish her.
But that's the thing though. It's like
not only coming in, you bitch.
That whole scene is a travesty because first off, it wasn't just Ginny's time to shine there. It was Luna and Hermione's time to shine, and Bellatrix.
Don't forget
because you have Neville. You got like 3 accomplished witches.
He killed Nagini. What are you talking about?
Yes, he killed Nagini. Great. All right, but he didn't need the bridge scene. He did not need the bridge scene. In fact, that bridge scene stole screen time from other characters. You know what? That bridge scene could have been Bellatrix's and everyone else's scene. So that bridge scene did not need to be in there.
I'm going to stop you right there. Because Neville had the least screen time out of everyone.
I don't know. His thing. Can we
remember? They even took out the scene of Harry seeing Neville's parents in the pensive in Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, but they took away Dobby's scene in Goblet of Fire and gave it to Neville. Also, let's not talk about the dancing lessons. Like, do we need to see Neville learning how to ballroom dance?
I mean,
like they could have gave him the parent scene, and we didn't need to see the ballroom scene. Anyways, can we just admit that that J.K. Rowling is to wizardry and magic that Stephanie Myers is to vampires? And now that the nostalgia glasses are off, she's not good at writing magic systems and world building. It kind of sucks. Come on. All through the book series, there are plot holes in her stepping on her own rules all through the book series.
Samir, everyone has plot holes in their work.
Nah, you think so, but no, it's not. A lot of authors are very stringent on their rules when they build the world and the magic system. When you make rules to your characters and their abilities, they stick to them because it makes everything fall apart. Often, they are very stringent on those rules. She is not. All right? Case in point. All right. Why was Severus framed for Peter Pettigrew's murder? Why didn't they just pull his memories and pull memories of the scene from other witnesses?
That's something I used to ask myself when I read those books, but
there's I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying the
pensive is the pensive is like a very rare thing.
Dumbledore had one. I know the Ministry has one. In fact, the Ministry has one. They showed it to us.
Did they?
They did. That whole room with the orbs and the memories, those are all pensive memories. You pull them out and put them in the pensive.
Yeah, but they probably don't actually have the...
Nah, bro. They had a pensive.
They just got the memories.
Nah, they definitely got a pensive. All right, I'm just saying. There's other nonsense going around there. I'm just saying the time turner. Like, why would you introduce time travel into your series that could be easily? I mean, how many time turns are there?
There aren't a lot. I vaguely recall that.
I know they're rare. They have to be rare. But come on, why would you not use it? Anyways,
I mean. What else would you need a time turner besides when Sirius died?
Time travel. Anytime you want to unwrite something, you go back and change it.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what the heck? This is nonsense. Anyways, Bonnie Wright, I don't know why we would talk about this. It's like, there's so many other things wrong with this series. Let's talk about the Bellatrix scene. So that scene is probably one of my favorite scenes of the series. I'm getting to the whole point of Bonnie Wright. And the scene in the movie, Bellatrix comes out, try to curse Ginny. Ginny swats the curse away as if it was nothing. And then Molly jumps in and they had the fight. And then Bellatrix, played by Helena Bonham Carter, dies. Right? Okay. In the book, okay, it was a free for all. Everyone was going at it. Everybody wanted to smoke. They was going at it. Ginny, Luna, and Hermione both step up to the belt. All three of them, right? And she is owning them. And all three of them are very accomplished duelists. Okay, they're not helpless. They're skilled, and she is owning them with one hand tied behind her back. That's how good Bellatrix was. And in the book, it would describe that the curse just ever so slightly missed Ginny's head. She was this close to death, almost dead. That's when Molly jumped in, and that's when the legendary duel between the housewife and the number 2 lieutenant of Baltimore. All right, it was legendary. It was so cool. And
who's the number 1 lieutenant?
Number 1 is Baltimore, so she's number 2. She's his second.
Bro, you literally just said the number 2 lieutenant of Voldemort.
Oh, maybe I said that weird. Okay, his number 2. His number 2. Let's say it like that. All right. Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. Who's his number 1?
He's number 2. No, well, actually, I think at one point he might have been. Look, the point is, she's his second in command. Is what I'm saying. All right. Okay, anyway,
that's a better way to say that.
Anyway, I digress. Okay, I'm quoting her words exactly. All right, the duel. Okay, the ground seared and cracked around their feet. That's the word she put into their book. So if you can imagine that the duel was so fire that the excess magic from Molly and Bellatrix's wand was searing the cobblestones of the Great Hall in Hogwarts. That's how crazy that duel was. Now, let's talk about that. Let's pause that for a second. After I actually dissected that scene, I'm like, why are the wands doing that? Has that ever happened in the history of Harry Potter? Does wands do that? Are they standing in molten stone? Are they burning? Are they not burning? Is the magic protecting them? It sounds cool, but on a mechanical level, it doesn't make any sense. It kind of breaks our universe a little bit. It's like, does that happen often? It's cool, but does it happen? Who knows? Anyways, Bellatrix was robbed. Ginny, Hermione, and Luna were robbed, and so was Molly. Okay? They all were robbed of this really cool scene. I think the scene was diminished in the series. All right? So yes, I would tack on to what you said there. She was definitely robbed of some cool scenes. And they gave Neville a kind of great scene.
I was going to read the quotes from said podcast before you went on your rant again.
That's the whole point. It's a rant. Also, Harry Potter sucks anyways.
Look, we know how you feel.
A lot of people feel this way. Yeah, a lot of people feel it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. So she was talking to Michael Rosenbaum. She said, I definitely feel there was anxiety toward performing and doing the best thing as my character built. She said, because you know how she got the role, right? Her brother convinced her to go audition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she started talking about her anxiety and she was like, oh gosh, will I do justice to the character that people love? And that's always hard to do, especially with, you know, the scenes of every character being chopped down from the book to the film. So you really don't have much to show. And sometimes that was a little disappointing because there were parts of the character that just didn't come through because there weren't scenes to do it. And instead it made her feel a bit anxious and frustrated. So, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, that is the plight of doing a book to film adaptation. Because stuff is always going to be cut out. Even if like they do a film to novel adaptation, stuff is usually added. Like, perfect example, the Iron Man novel. Written by Peter David, we got the actual definition of Jarvis, just a very rather intelligent. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I think just a rather very intelligent system. She also said that, you know, it could have also been, you know, some of the executives, but she did say that, you know, Alan Rickman was a joy on set, and Gary Oldman was like one of the biggest pranksters out of all the adults.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, Baldur's Gate 3. What? It's one of the biggest. It's still rolling through. It's still in the news cycle, man. People, it's still trucking. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. The patch 2 is around the corner, and it will feature even more performance improvements and tweaks and changes. I'm waiting for the character customized, like you can go back and redo your character, but also it will receive they will incorporate some feedback on the origin character epilogues and among other things. So they're basically going to flesh out some of the endings to the origin characters, which is great. And hopefully it'll happen before I even finish the game because I'm still, in Act. I just finished Act 2 myself. So I'm about to start Act 3. And Act 3 I hear is huge. So hopefully around the corner this will be implemented before I end the game.
All right, well, Samir.
Yeah, details coming soon. This is from Alien Studio itself.
All right, well,
hang on. This is actually just breaking. Hang on, I'm sorry. So patch 2 apparently is live. This happened today. I didn't check this out. So according to Alien Studio, as of several hours ago, it is it's live. And let's see, performance improvement, UI tweaks, and we've added epilogue scenes for Karlach. So they're going to keep redoing the scenes and whatnot. So that's cool. Additional in-game scenes featuring other characters. So yeah, that's pretty dope. So I'm excited. I should probably load this right now actually and make sure I can play it later. I wonder what else they did. Okay, so Karlach. Okay, let's see. Okay, you got corrections, fixes. Yeah, and they got a bunch of other tips. So you can definitely look at the patch notes on Steam if you like. A bunch of other boring stuff. But the big one would be the story improvements.
All right. So Michael Unsworth, who is actually the vice president of writing at Rockstar Games, he has left. So he has actually written for Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, Grand Theft Auto 4, 5, and Max Payne. He said, yeah, I'm out. But hold on one second. He was actually at the company for, I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. He was at the company for 16 years. He joined in 2007, according to his LinkedIn. He didn't actually give a reason why, but yeah. He actually started off as a senior creative writer. And then, he was promoted to vice president 2 years ago. So, I mean, there was no reason why. I mean, this is also a rumor, apparently, because there's been no confirmation from the studio. But then again, I don't think they really give confirmations when, presidents leaves or, a VP. I mean, it's very rare, though. The last time we heard of, that happening was Sefton Hill leaving Rocksteady.
When did that happen?
Before that, that happened last year.
Oh.
Yeah, it was him and the other founder of Rocksteady. They left the company.
I mean, Reggie left Nintendo America. That happened a bunch of years ago.
Nigga, I don't even know who the hell Reggie is.
Reggie Fils-Aimé?
No.
Really? You never heard? You've seen this guy before? He's a big name in the gaming industry.
Bro, don't care. No pivots. No pivots, okay?
What you mean keep it what? You got someone to beat?
I got shit to do.
Like what?
None yet. But what's your next story?
What is my next story? Hang on. We got more news on Dragon Dogma 2. Will show up in the Tokyo Game Show with new content and new cinematics, I think.
The Netflix show?
Dragon's Dogma 2, the video game that the show is based on.
Oh.
The show's done, by the way. I mean, yeah, it's done. Why would it be more?
I don't know.
But yeah, they announced the announcement comes from the official Dragon Dogma's Twitter account, which stated that the developers will be showing off new content on September 21st, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time during the Capcom online program. Director Hideki Utsuno will share the new gameplay and information about Dragon Dogma 2 during the showcase. So, yeah, that sounds dope.
Okay. I mean, I never played any of the Dragon games.
I dabbled. The game had a lot of promise, and I can totally see why people love this so much. I'm super excited about the new one because I think they're going to implement a lot of modern gaming improvements to the new title. So I can't wait to see how they're gonna stick this landing. I'm excited. I'm gonna definitely play this version, this particular release in the series.
Just so you guys know, by the time this episode comes out, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem will be available for digital purchase on all of your, DSPs. So iTunes, Amazon, Google, what have you. All right. So, Chad Stahelski, he was on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast a few days ago. And people were asking him, well, the hosts, they were asking him about his Highlander reboot. I think we briefly talked about this when it was announced.
Yeah, we did.
And, yeah. So he said it will be a prequel that's heavily inspired by all 3 90s TV shows. Wait, there were 3 90s TV shows? I thought there was just one Highlander TV show in the 90s.
I think it was one TV show, but it had like 3 parts. Because I know the cast changed that a little bit here and there.
Oh, okay.
And they had like, what, 4 movies?
Oh. No, there were 3 series. So there was the regular Highlander series from 92 to 98. There was Highlander, the animated series from 94 to 96. And Highlander the Raven from 98 to 99.
Man, that last one didn't last long at all.
Nah, low ratings. 1 season. But yeah. So he said, I think we have some good elements. The trick is when you have the tagline, there can only be one. You just can't kill everybody the first time. I'll say it for you first. Our story engages a lot of the same characters and stuff like that, but we've also brought elements from all the TV shows. We're trying to do a bit of a prequel, a setup to The Gathering, so we have room to grow the property. I mean, that's cool.
I've always been a fan of Highlander. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with it. Yes. Also, what's the love for the Highlander anime? The Search for Vengeance? No one say anything about that?
I mean, I've never been big on Highlander.
Well, no one's perfect, Bernard.
Fuck you. But I vaguely watched the show as a child.
You mean after watching The Price is Right?
Man, you corny!
I mean, one came on during the day, one came on during the night. Why you always gotta be fucking snarky, bro?
I'm not snarky. This is part of my charm.
Yeah, trying to get you punched in the face. But hopefully we'll get some casting news soon. I think
Henry Cavill attached to it. Yeah, he's attached to it.
Yeah, was supposed to be attached to this. But yeah, so
he still is.
Hopefully, Henry sticks around. And
it's never his fault. Henry likes to. I'm on first name basis. Henry Cavill likes to work. All right, he's one of those actors that work. He don't get all his feelings and want to leave a project.
All right, Samir, story.
All right, so Elder Scrolls 6 is officially in early development, but more info is still years away. So that's gonna take a while. But at least it's officially in early development. They're now actually working on it.
Okay.
So that's I guess
that just it.
That's it. Also, so what's your opinion? Did you watch how much Gamescom did you watch? Where you just missed everything?
I missed everything, bro.
Oh Lord. So one of the games we didn't talk about that we should have talked about was speaking of Henry Cavill also, Warhammer 40K Space Marine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I didn't talk about this game because it slipped in my even though I did watch the trailer, it was just so much content that kind of just I forgot about it. But this game looks pretty dope. So if I were to describe what it is, if you haven't played Space Marine 1, think Gears of War mixed with Doom mixed with something else. But those two are the most prevalent similarities that I can think of to this game. It looks pretty dope, and it looks like it adheres to the 40K mythos, and looks like it's going to be honestly it's going to be a huge just lore treasure box in terms of the series. Can't wait. Also, again, the gameplay looks dope, so I'm definitely going to check that out when it drops.
Okay. All right. I actually saw this on Instagram earlier, and I hate when people do verses, but who do you think will win in a fight, Blue Beetle or Iron Man?
Seriously?
Yeah.
It depends. Is it the no holds bar or the characters versus the characters as they are? It's the characters. Because Jaime's never gonna. He doesn't have any killing instinct. He's a defender. He's not out there. So Tony's definitely Tony would be more likely to fight dirty than Jaime. I'm not saying Tony isn't a good person. I'm just saying he's more likely to not pull his punches than Jaime would. Jaime's way nicer. So if it's that's what you're going with, then no, Tony's going to win. Now, if it's their full extent of their abilities versus the full extent of their abilities, I would think the Scarab has more capabilities to Iron Man's armor. Not to say that Tony's a slouch, but I just think his best version of his best armor versus the fully realized power of the Scarab. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I still want to say the Scarab, but I don't want to count out Tony. Wow, what do you say?
I mean, and it's not because of Blue Beetle favoritism. It's literally he has an alien attached to his spine that can make anything that he can imagine.
Yeah, but this limits to the stamina and this other thing. There's only so long he can do that before he gets tired or before the Scarab gets to...
You do know that the Scarab can take over Jaime's body like a symbiote, right?
Yeah,
so Jaime can be knocked out in Kaji Ja will keep fighting. So, in the words of Kevin Gates, you don't get tired. Now, if we were going with movie versions, Tony's best armor couldn't even hold up to Thanos.
Well, I mean, that's... If you want to get your ass whooped, let it be the Mad Titan.
And keep in mind, he also didn't upgrade his armor after that ass kicking.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I think Blue Beetle all day. I mean, I like both characters. I read both characters' books, but man,
who put this verses out there, anyways?
I don't remember. I think it might have been Looper, but we actually got some. I mean, you got any more stories? Because I don't really got that many stories.
I mean, I can keep going and shoot the shit for a while now. Well, you want to get into our reviews?
Shit. Yeah, because this is actually part of that. So we actually got confirmation.
Like 4 reviews to do, or 3 reviews to do.
4? Yeah, I was going to say it's 3. So yeah, so this was actually confirmation. Yasmin Finney's Rose in the 60th anniversary specials of Doctor Who is the daughter of Donna Noble and Sean Temple. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, I can't really say much without giving away what happened, but Donna got her happy ending. So she's got a daughter and everything, because everyone thought this was like going to be like a different version of like another Rose Tyler, because when they first announced her being cast, they just called her Rose. They didn't tell us her last name or anything like that. So I can't wait to see this 60th anniversary special. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, guys, we are going to review David Tennant's first 4 episodes of Doctor Who. So that involves...
Oh, you mean the first 3 episodes and the special?
And the Christmas special, yes.
Oh. So, I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with that Christmas special. Let's start with that.
Okay.
I got a bone to pick with that shit.
All right. Let's go.
All right, it's kind of my bone to pick with the Doctor as a whole, but specifically, it's coming out way more with Tennant. I am getting sick of the condescension and the sanctimony. All right, it's like, who the hell does this guy think he is? All right, so Harriet Jones
are very egotistical.
They are.
I told you.
So okay,
Harriet Jones. I can destroy you with 1 word. No, 6 words. You think she looks tired?
Yeah, right. Okay, so Harriet Jones is like, okay, so after the aliens come down with the slavery and all this blah blah blah, they defeat them just barely, and they manage to get them off the planet. Right? Good job. Harriet Jones is like, no, F that, they gotta go, and she blows them up. She has this orbital laser that comes out of nowhere. I don't know how they did that shot, but they did.
No, it's Torchwood. What are you talking about? That's why I kept asking. Is Torchwood available? And that's when
Torchwood is all over the season already. Yeah. Anyways, so they blow the thing up, and he wanted to get on his high horse. They were leaving. That's murder. They were slavers. They were to enslave y'all. No, the only reason why they didn't enslave y'all because you scared them. It's not because they felt, oh, I'm gonna be a better person now. No, they're gonna go off and enslave somebody else. F them. They need to die, and I hope they burn in hell. And it's like, no, that was murder. Okay, let's screw up Harriet's career because I don't like what she did. Like, you live on Earth. Fuck you, Doctor.
I mean,
out of here.
The Doctor. I mean, if you want to put it that way, the Doctor kind of does live on Earth. Ain't no more Gallifrey, dude. What are you talking about? Just
ain't the point. They were slavers. Okay, why are we giving them all these concessions? Slavers. They take people's freedoms and liberties and just sell them off to the highest bidder. F them. Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
I mean, you are a little bit crazy because the guy who was in charge was the one responsible for the slaving and the doctor.
I didn't see no mutiny.
I mean, did you see anybody else step up and say, "Nah, homie, nah, we got to fight again. Do over. Run that back."
It sounds like they would have did what that guy did. Point is, I don't care. That whole shit need to go. All right, F them people.
So, what'd you think of the regeneration?
Oh, regeneration. Oh, his hand got cut off. So
that's so talking about the hand.
I mean,
and all he needed was some tea to clear the synapses.
Oh yeah,
very British. Very British.
Very British. There's a lot of very British things in this season already.
I mean, it's a British show, so what do you expect? All right. How'd you feel about everyone being all excited about the snow and it's really just all the aliens Harriet Jones killed? It's their ashes, bro.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So she blew up the ship and all the people inside of it, and it fell down to Earth, and because it should have burned up in re-entry. If anything, they were in orbit. I don't know.
No, they weren't in orbit. They were kind of like in the ionosphere, so kind of like where
well, they're slavers. I mean, maybe don't breathe it in,
Bro, I'm not going out there licking it. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
you all remember Rose was like, it's snowing, and she put her tongue out. He's like, yeah, those are the people's ashes. She's like, ugh. All right. So Series 2, Episode 1, New Earth. How'd you feel about the return of Cassandra?
I mean, it didn't make that much. I mean, I guess I understood why it happened. Yeah, I suppose. No, it makes sense because there's no way her brain to fit in that body. So her brain is remote, which is dumb.
Yes.
I also don't understand her willingness to jump inside Rose's body after trashing it so much. Like, you got rid of all your parts. Like, I mean, why would you want to jump in Rose's body? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it was funny seeing her jump around and be a snooty little, turd the whole episode. That was funny, I guess.
I mean, you didn't get giddy. I mean, you had your favorite thing, man. You had cat nurses.
Yeah, that's another thing. So it's like the cat nurses was like, hey, let's figure out a way to solve all these problems. And they made a bunch of test tube babies and basically infected them with all these diseases. I mean, the ethics of that are questionable, to be clear.
I mean, they're not questionable. They're horrendous.
I want to call shenanigans on their ability to walk and talk without any interaction.
It's the year 5-something billion. Wait, what are you talking about?
The test tube babies,
the test tube babies.
Yeah,
exactly. It's year 5 billion. Don't question the logic of how they can walk in that.
See, this is the issue with the series overall. They're very ham-handed with the ethics and the moral ambiguity of some of the characters. It's like we had to make them look evil, so let's give the test tube babies, which would not have any consciousness at all in any common sense scenario, let's give them consciousness, ability to speak, and an ability to walk. They'd be so atrophied. They honestly, at this point, they should be just a mass of stem cells and human DNA in a test tube. I mean, there really shouldn't be any consciousness at all, technically. Like, that's how that would probably work. But we have to make the cat people evil. Yeah.
You're overthinking it.
Possibly, but I think Doctor Who is
definitely ain't no damn possibly. No one overthinks Doctor Who. No one ever says, yo, man, how can them walking test tube infected zombie things walk? No one ever says that. No one questions it. You're overthinking it. Stop overthinking it.
But when you have all these moral quandaries, and again, when you want to pose all these moral questions to the audience, you can't just say, oh, they're bad because they don't care about. No, they cared about suffering. They cared about everyone else's suffering. So they made a scapegoat in a test tube to get all your illnesses. Nobody was sick anymore. People's lives were longer because of those nurses and those doctors. But y'all want to act all crazy because the test tube babies they for some reason have consciousness, which doesn't make any sense. Like, if anything, they would just be gibbering masses of just like, that's the stick I have over the whole thing. It's like, I might be nitpicking here, but I don't see why the story that seems like a little wonky writing right there. I don't know. Also, it was nice seeing the face of Bo again.
Yes, you're gonna get to see the face of Bo
one more time,
I believe. Yes.
Yeah, that's what he said. One more time.
Yeah. All right. Next episode, Tooth and Claw, the werewolf episode with Queen Victoria.
F Queen Victoria. All right, it's like, all right, I'm like, first off, she didn't do a goddamn thing. She was useless. Second, I didn't like how she was barking over. Oh, I'm the queen. I'm the queen.
She's the queen. That's what.
And then they got the diamond, and they got the diamond. Spoiler: the diamond was stolen from India. I looked it up. It was stolen.
Bro, you didn't have. That's a yeah. Everyone knows that. You didn't learn that in World War History.
Goddamn British Crown. Anyway, yeah, werewolves. It was okay. That episode was kind of whatever. Oh yeah, Rose is naked the whole episode.
Yeah, not really, but
think about it. Those dudes. Okay, she had a shirt on, maybe a bra, and that was it. That was the only barrier to her boobs to all those guys out there. They weren't used to that.
She was wearing overalls.
Overalls okay because you saw the imprint of her side boob in the shirt. That's nothing to us. That's just her breast.
No,
but to them,
they called her naked because you could see her arms.
You can see her arms and her legs. Like she was wearing. Also, her legs were exposed. It was funny.
Overalls. They
weren't.
Overalls. I just watched.
I just saw the episode. They were not long. I just saw the episode. They were not long. They were short. They were her knee was exposed.
Okay. All right. So, school reunion. Thoughts on that episode?
Okay. Again, so the aliens in question. Now, granted, they ate some kids, so F those people also. But I don't know if they knew that exactly.
That's what it was. Kids. She was wearing leggings underneath.
Oh yeah,
that's what it was.
So
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So the crap. What were they called? The Vill something Villatrons. I don't know. Anyways, so they did eat one of the kids, which was kind of sad because the kid was an orphan. Like, what the frick? But yeah, they ate the kid, and so that kind of just solidifies their evil ne'er-do-welling in the eyes of the audience. So you know that they're bad. And then they wanted to advance human, these particular humans in the school. They wanted to advance their thinking so they could use them as a supercomputer. What was the terminology he used?
I can't remember.
But essentially, the thing they wanted to use, I forgot what it's called. Oh my god, it was I can't remember, but it was basically the secrets of the universe. Long story short,
yes.
And
Skasisis paradigm, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And okay. So I'm thinking like, okay, so as long as we have this gel and you ingest it, you get smarter. I'm like, am I the only one who thinking like, yo, let me get some of that?
Yeah, but you don't know the long-term effects of that.
They didn't say anything about the long-term effects.
I know.
It was in the chips.
All the kids got brain cancer.
It was in the chips. It was in the chips.
Yeah. So, how'd you feel about seeing Sarah Jane Smith, a previous companion of the third and fourth Doctor?
Yeah, Tom Baker.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Elizabeth Sladen.
Who's Elizabeth Sladen?
She plays Sarah Jane Redmond. Not Sarah Jane Redmond. Sarah Jane Smith.
Oh, she passed away?
Yeah, she passed away like a decade ago, dude. She had cancer.
Oh, okay. So after the episode, subsequently after the episode, she passed away.
No, after her own spinoff, she passed away.
She had a spinoff, that character? With the dog K9?
Yeah. So at this point, this is when Russell T Davies, who brought the show back, was like, because he grew up watching Doctor Who. That's why he made Torchwood. He made the Sarah Jane Chronicles. Yeah.
How long did Sarah Jane Chronicles run?
4 years. It was pretty much after this season. And then Matt Smith even showed up on an episode.
Oh, where? So that show was popular then.
Yeah. So you know how I said like Torchwood is basically Doctor Who for adults because of all the fucking? The Sarah Jane Adventures is Doctor Who for children, while Doctor Who is just, a whole family thing.
Okay. Interesting. And it had a good run too, 53 episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did it end with her death, or did it end and then she passed away?
It ended, then she passed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, well, so, how'd you feel about Giles being a villain?
Yeah, I was like, oh snap, man, how you doing? Yeah, that was awesome,
bro. I told you're gonna see a lot of people who you recognize.
British actors, they're everywhere.
I mean, you're gonna see Gugu Mbatha Raw. You already saw the mama from Black Lightning. Yeah, you're gonna see Andrew Garfield. Those are the only three I can think of off the top of my head. But you already saw Simon Pegg. You're gonna see Nick Frost.
I think I already saw Nick Frost.
No, you saw Simon Pegg.
I know I saw Simon Pegg, yes.
Nick Frost hasn't been in an episode yet.
Okay.
But yeah, dude. So this was actually one of my favorite episodes because you actually Rose got to experience, well, not experience, but she got what life is going to be like, once the doctor leaves.
Gets tired of her?
Not necessarily get tired. He doesn't want to see them grow old. Like he said to them, like he said to Rose, I don't get old. I regenerate. So,
which is funny because how long was he an old man in the early parts of the franchise? Like it's like the first several doctors were just old dudes.
Yeah, well, the first three.
Even Tom Baker wasn't that young.
No, I mean Tom Baker was probably in his 40s, or he might have been in his 30s. People aged weird back in the day.
They did. That dude looked rough. I'm like, because I'm thinking like, before this modern era, like was male attractiveness weird in the UK? Like, was Tom Baker considered charming or something? Because I'm trying to wonder. Because Sarah Jane was down bad, man, and I looked at Sarah Jane. She was a cutie, so I'm like,
right. What the Tom Baker is 89 years old right now. So he was in his 40s when he played the Doctor.
Right, but
he was in his late 30s, early 40s when he played the Doctor.
I'm just saying, I'm seeing the pictures of him on set, and he looks a little rough, is what I'm saying. And I'm wondering, this is like, I get that, the whole shtick about the British people having bad teeth, but it's like this dude had like, he was rough everywhere, Like sometimes bad teeth can be charming, You
gotta remember, he also played the Doctor for 7 years. So yeah, but yeah, and I like the fact that Mickey has finally decided to grow a spine. Because don't forget, Eccleston did invite Mickey to the TARDIS, and he was like, "No, I'm good. Just don't tell Rose." And then they kind of played it off like he was going to invite him. He's like, "Nah."
Okay, I guess we'll find out about this later. But what was up with Rose's reaction to Mickey joining? Like, she's like, she didn't want him there. Like, what the frick?
I mean, obviously, she wants to keep the Doctor to herself.
Girl is down bad.
And don't forget, bro, don't forget. She left. That was her boyfriend. She left him to go with a mysterious man in a blue box. And then broke up with him, basically. And then got mad at him when he started seeing someone else.
Who she did. That's the thing, though. It's like they're not broken up because I saw them kiss like 2 episodes past. Like they're still together.
They never officially broke up. But
I'm like, are they going? Is there enough space for them to bone in the TARDIS and not get caught?
Okay, so quick question. Based off of these 4 episodes, do you feel like you might continue watching Doctor Who? Because this is going to answer this question or not for you.
Oh, word. All right, listen. We'll continue to keep watching. I'm going to have a lot more criticisms about the morality of the and the consistency of the writing. So
So yes,
we'll continue until further notice, until something else comes up. Because right now we're juggling One Piece. Are we going to try to watch the whole seasons, or what are we doing with that?
Honestly, I wasn't feeling it, dude. I'm sorry.
How One Piece is just as goofy. Okay, we're not officially reviewing One Piece. One Piece is just as goofy, if not less so than Doctor Who.
I don't know, dude. My brain just don't like pirates, and honestly, when it comes to this show, I feel like Netflix fucked up.
How so? Explain.
Okay, you know how long One Piece has been going, right?
Yeah.
So for the audience, One Piece started in 1996 as a manga, The anime started in 1999, and they are, I looked this up earlier, at 1,037 episodes as of the time of this recording on August 31st, 2020.
Going strong. Your point is?
Netflix is going to have to eventually end this show in like possibly 5 seasons, because that's usually their sweet spot to end the show.
Okay, your point. They can end it around. They can end it. There's parts where they can end it, and it'll feel kind of okay. I don't think anyone's looking for a long run for this series.
I don't know, but yeah, dude, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, "Oh snap! There's Mac and you." Yeah, I was watching it with undivided attention. My laptop was closed. I put my phone in the drawer, and I was just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just still like the weird live action adaptation thing. I mean, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm sorry. You there?
I mean, okay. So, from someone who read a large portion of One Piece and would like to catch back up again, I think they did.
You ain't never catching up, bro. When did you start reading One Piece?
Around chapter 500. So I got like 600 chapters to read. So
yeah.
I'm thinking. So as far as I'm seeing a lot of effort employed in terms of the makeup and the costume design. I think
I've seen the effort too, but I'm just
they didn't pull any punches. They kept the little snail phones in. I'm like, yes, those things look creepy in real live action, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, like people were talking about that.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, Zoro, he looks on point. You know, Nami, she's fine so far. Luffy, so far, okay. I kind of dig it. All right. Kobe, I'm glad he didn't stick around. I never really liked Kobe that much. He gets cooler when he comes back. I'm
guessing that was the dude with the glasses.
Yeah. So
okay, I couldn't remember his name.
So far, I have nothing but positives, to be honest. And if it's a negative, then it's a negative that kind of is just the trappings of adapting something to live action. Live action,
yeah. But yeah, I tried. I was like, I don't see what the deal is with this as a whole. Like, not even just an anime, but a manga and a live action adaptation. Because people were on my Facebook page hyped up about it. I'm just like,
You haven't experienced One Piece at hype level. Like, when it gets hyped, it has some of the best animation, period. Like, some of the scenes and sequences and the when the emotions reach a fever pitch in some of the story arcs, it gets pretty heavy. And also, I got to talk about how they didn't shy away from how dark this series is. It might look goofy, and it is goofy, but it's like, yeah, let's chop this guy in half. Yeah, let's pull out these burners and, twist this fool's cat back. I'm just saying, it's like that stuff happens in One Piece. And they don't shy away from it in the comic or the anime. And it was funny because when 4Kids took over the show, they was like, "Oh shoot, what we're going to do with the show? We didn't know what we got here," and they pretty much butchered it with all the editing in the first part. It's like they couldn't handle it. Oh my god!
I mean, same thing happened with Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
I was gonna say probably not as bad. I mean, the worst thing you ever.
It was literally
get shot through the chest.
It was literally almost uneditable in terms because they had to cut full episodes. They had to like freaking white out like guns and constantly change. Like Sanji smokes. He doesn't just have a lollipop in his mouth the whole time, and they had to draw that on once in a while. It was dumb. And so
the Disney revision, kind of like Lilo and Stitch, where Lilo hid in the washing machine and they changed it to like a basket or something like that.
Something I forget. Yeah, that was weird. I recently rewatched.
Well, because they didn't want kids to get in washing machines or dryers.
Yeah, kids are dumb.
Wow.
All right,
you know, some of our listeners have kids, right?
And they will test how dumb their kids are. That's why you have to make sure they don't poison themselves or put things in electrical sockets or run out into traffic. You have to watch them because they're dumb. It's like, same reason why you have to walk your dog on a leash.
Okay.
I mean, hey, actually, on this note, it's cool that they actually touched on Luffy's childhood because kids are dumb, and when you leave them unsupervised, they'll stab themselves in the face and or eat a cursed fruit. So yes, that is something children do.
All right, you got any more to talk about One Piece? Because, like I said, I really have nothing for you.
I think give it a shot, and we'll continue to review it here and there. Maybe you'll like it towards episode 3 or 4. So far, it looks really good.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't fuck with pirates like that, dude. Sorry. All right. Ready for Ahsoka?
Yes.
All right. Chapter 3. What are your thoughts on it? So we got a little bit of Sabine, during her Jedi training.
So, okay, on that note, I'm glad they touched on, because I'm glad they touched on Sabine's aptitude with the Force and how bad it is. I'm curious to see if she'll ever tap into something or make a breakthrough, because there's a misconception that you have to have a high metachlorian count or you need to be really young to be trained in the Force, and that's obviously not the case. There's plenty of Force users that were trained in their adulthood and achieved master status.
Yeah,
Luke. Or Leia, more accurately. Leia was even older than he was when she started training.
I know. But I was talking about someone we actually saw as opposed to got like a 2-minute backstory with a flashback.
Don't get me started. So, it's others like Aiden on in what's his name? Aiden in Knights of the Old Republic 2. But I digress. All right, there's a lot of people who start their training in their adulthood. The reason why they want kids is because indoctrination and their brains are more malleable. So there's that. But yeah, so I gotta say, so far the on-screen chemistry between Rosario Dawson and what's the lady's name who's playing Sabine?
Natasha Liu Bordizio.
Yeah, their on-screen chemistry is amazing so far.
Yeah. How'd you feel about Jason?
So was it Jason? Yeah, I think you're saying Jason. Yeah, I mean, he's a little kid with green hair. I'm like, I gotta say, I don't know what's the deal with Twi'lek procreation in terms of crossbreeding with other races. Like, do they just take on the characteristics of the race, of the father race? Is that how that works?
Be whoever has the more dominant genes, just like us, But
all the dominant genes, he has ears. Like Twi'leks don't have ears.
I know, but I'm just saying, man.
Actually, now I think male Twi'leks have ears. Hang on, now I gotta look up someone. Hang on.
Oh God, he's going on a tangent again. But yeah, I like the fact that we actually got to see some live action Purgles.
Yes.
We got to see Mon Mothma again.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, male Twi'leks do have ears. Only the females have those cone thingies. Yeah. So if he's male and he's so he would have ears. So that's fine. His skin is pale like a human's though. And he has green hair and he has no Liku head tails. I'm like, right. Oh, also he has hair. I forgot Twi'leks don't have hair.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so I'm like,
so what did you think of the space fight? Where it
was cool. Ahsoka's goddamn badass. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, I said she was crazy. She going out there with 2 lightsabers to take down some ships. I'm like, nah.
I'm like, yo, she's. I'm sorry.
It's like I get it. Ahsoka's a Dave Filoni creation, so he got to put the spotlight on this girl. But I'm like, come on, bro, you putting a little bit too sauce on this character.
No, she's that good, man. I'm telling you, stop sleeping on Ahsoka. All right, she is definitely GOAT status when it comes to Star Wars characters. She's up there in top 5. Okay, I'm saying it's like honestly, Luke isn't even top, in my opinion, in top right now. It's like they kind of ruined his legacy. I mean, Ryan Johnson
tried to fix it.
He got some of it back with the Mandalorian finale. That was cool. But come on. It's like he went from Return, which was pretty dope, to Old Bitter Man. And that's all we saw because they wiped out all of Legends. Like all these city heroes that wiped out a ton of Legends. So we can't we can't reference any of that cool shit that he did over the last 30 years. Okay, it's just Return and then Bitter Old Man. But Ahsoka has all of Clone Wars, which if you
you know why? Because this is
all the Rebels
live action appearance, so they had to just keep her in that animation spot because that's why she was made. She was made for animation.
Yeah, and then she has.
You know why? Do you know why? The main reason why? Because girls needed a Jedi.
Well, they took
George Lucas is on record of saying this. No, I'm talking about but so great. I lost my train of thought. We didn't get to see any of Balin except for the end when they landed on the planet. I
mean, we had Shin Hati, who I gotta say, I'm loving the little. She's just so stone cold, you know. I'm just digging it. All right, I'm digging it. So yeah, I'm loving that. Honestly, and Mary Elizabeth is doing a great job. Like I just love her rendition of Hera Syndulla. She is definitely also one of the best Star Wars characters in recent years.
Honestly, I think I can live without Hera because she isn't really doing much. She's just being diplomatic.
What do you mean? She's got that general. What you want her to do?
Shoot somebody.
Also, again, okay. So here's the thing. So the whole issue with this series,
she's playing politics. I know. It's
the whole issue with this series being Rebels 2. It's true and not true. So I love Hera because I saw Rebels and she's a badass. I told you that.
I literally told you that when we reviewed the first episodes last week. That's why I said I was like, I don't really know how I feel about this show because I have no knowledge of Rebels. I know Ahsoka from the Clone Wars movie and like the first few seasons. Everybody else, they could die today and I wouldn't know nothing.
So I think Hera. Okay, first off, Hera check-in buddy. It was like, oh, so what war did you fight in? Right? You're like,
that was a good scene. So
that was a good scene.
And you was just waiting to see who was going to win.
So I suggest you shut the fuck up. All right? And if you wasn't in rebellion, shut the fuck up. Like, I like that. That's it's the same energy. Like, it's just channeling the Black Bush press conference. It's like, I was out there on the front lines. Y'all wasn't, you know? And it's like, they wouldn't give us. Anyways, it's great. So I'm loving Hera, and and I'm loving that you getting. They need to show that Chopper is a goddamn sociopath / war criminal. Like that droid has so many kills on his belt. Like legit, I think he might easily top out R2.
Did R2 ever kill anybody?
Yeah, he's killed a couple people. But it's like Chopper has literally himself decided to sabotage Star Destroyers and kill everyone on board. Like literally, this droid has a body count in the thousands. So I need to see that kind of energy.
Sounds like the 3PO droid in Dr. Afra.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, the astromech droid. And Hugh Yang as David Tennant. I mean, David Tennant, he's just great in everything he does.
It's David Tennant, man. Yeah. Even in his worst movie, he's his best.
Yes, Body Crouch. Just so dumb.
We already did that. We did that. Like, when did we do that? I did that. When we started reviewing Doctor Who, and you were talking about Good Omens, I'm like, yeah, man, Body Crouch. I mean, David Tennant.
David Tennant. Just that's all he does. He chooses scenery.
Yeah, man. Fright Night, Spies of Warsaw, Broadchurch, Graceland. Was it Graceland? What was the U.S. adaptation of Broadchurch? I feel like it was Graceland. Only thing David Tennant can't do an American accent.
He can do British.
Yes, he can. I was actually glad that he dropped his British accent for the second episode and just went full Scottish.
Yeah, that was and it flipped back and forth because he lost it.
Yeah, but
all right, so that's all the reviews. Do we have anything to add on to Ahsoka?
Nah, that's it. I mean, yeah, that's it. I got nothing. Can't wait to see the next episode. And guys, next week. No, let's do the outro first, and I'll just say it. Guys, that was another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast. This is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider, and I am fucking up.
Okay. And this is Samir, the King in Black. What are you messing up with?
Because this is usually where I say, and that was another episode of Angry Blerds podcast.
All right. Well, join us next time. Same Blur channel, same Blur network. And we will, so we're going to come back more with more One Piece episodes. Bernard's going to keep watching it. And obviously, we're going to keep retro.
I just told you I didn't.
Look, bitch, if I'm watching all of Doctor Who for you, you're going to keep watching One Piece. Okay? Suck it up.
Well, the reason why is because I want to review the 60th anniversary.
Okay, and we need to review one of the biggest anime adaptations ever. Like, you want to just pass up One Piece?
I got nothing to say.
Okay, well, I have little to nothing to say about Doctor Who, but I'm saying it. Keep up.
What you talking about? You literally just shat on like the Doctor's ethics, the slavery. They deserve to die. You didn't. Only episode you didn't say anything about was the Queen Victoria one. Besides, fuck the British.
I did say that. Yo,
I ain't got nothing to say. You talked more about Doctor Who this week than I did.
That's the testament to me shooting the shit. I can chew the fat. All right, I'm good at that shit. Okay, yeah, you can come touch me if you feel like it. All right. Point is, keep watching One Piece. All right.
And unlike me, he's starting to enjoy Doctor Who. He just don't want to admit.
You think so? I may not be. I'm indifferent. There you go. I'm indifferently enjoying One Piece. I'm not One Piece. Doctor Who. All right, but I'm keeping with it because we got a hole in our content to fill, and we do need to catch up to the new series so we can have something to say about that. Because that was also very pivotal. So we have to have something to say about that. So fine, we will keep watching Doctor Who. Hence why we will also keep watching One Piece. All right, I want to see if it gets a second season. I want to see if we can if the show turns around for you. Maybe you might like episode 2 or 3. It has 8 episodes. How hard is it to watch? If I had to watch all of Eccleston for you, you gonna watch One Piece, nigga. All right, suck it up. All right.
I guess I can do that.
And we will also continue to review Ahsoka because that show is hot fire and she's a goat. All right, I said it. She's a goat in Star Wars. God dang, Ahsoka Tano.
So next week, guys, we will unfortunately be reviewing some more One Piece. We'll be reviewing 3 more episodes of Doctor Who, episode 4 of Ahsoka, and my adventures of my adventures with Superman because the finale is this week.
Yes.
So we're just gonna give like a breakdown of what episodes we liked and things of that nature.
Oh, and just so you guys know, so there may be some retooling there, but also we're gonna have SD Semper on next episode as well to also help us review Ahsoka. Yeah. I did tell you that, didn't I?
No, you didn't. That's why I'm looking at you confused and dumbfounded.
I told you that she's going to join us for a review of Ahsoka. And did I tell you it was going to be on the 7th?
No, you didn't. That's why I'm looking at you confused and dumbfounded.
I'm pretty sure I verbally told you, but in any case, that's what happened.
Thing you told me about SD, you was like, "Hey, you cool if SD comes on and chimes in on a review of Ahsoka?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." That was it. You ain't say the 7th or nothing.
All right, well, I said the 7th with her, so there you go. So yeah, we have SD Semper come back.
Yeah, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell Samir to stop just throwing things on me at the spur of the minute and leaving me dazed and confused and dumbfounded.
Says the guy that shoehorned in Bob Barker. Just saying. That was also very surprising.
But you knew he died.
Yeah, but I didn't know he had anything to do with our podcast. He doesn't.
Okay, so if some random person dies from something you liked as a child that had nothing to do with animation,
comics, video games.
Yeah,
I always have that same energy. I always do. All right,
it's not my fault. You're a one-trick pony and you didn't watch, goddamn Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy and all that. Like perfect example. Pat Sajak's leaving Wheel of Fortune, right?
Who?
Fuck it. Bye, y'all. Tell him bye.
A little longer, Prosper.
I can't. My who? Like the man ain't been hosting Wheel of Fortune for fucking.
I know Alex Trebek is Jeopardy, right? Yeah, he died, right? Yeah, we didn't say that about him.
We weren't doing the podcast when he died.
Yeah, we were.
Now we gotta look up when Alex Trebek died.
Yeah, we're gonna look up when Alex Trebek died.
He died in 2020. Oh wait, we probably did. Let me look at the notes.
Told you, and we didn't say a damn thing about that dude because he's not nerd related. Well, we'll say something about the same thing. It's like,
oh wait, we did actually episode 6.
I bet I argued about it then too. I'm gonna pull that episode up, and I guarantee I'll have the same argument.
Okay. Shoot, I even think I even posted something on the
and I bet you I had the same argument back then too. I'm like, why the hell we talking about Alex Trebek? You know, rest in peace, but come on, why? Like, you got nothing to say about him.
Wow.
I mean, I think his character appeared. I don't think he guest starred in The Simpsons. I think the Alex Trebek drawing of him in The Simpsons appeared. The character appeared. It wasn't. I don't think he did the voice for it though. That's like the only thing I can think of. Even then, The Simpsons barely nerd related at this point.
A few episodes of The X-Files.
Walking on Rolls don't count.
Family Guy.
They don't. What does that add to? It's like, again, Arleen Sorkin helped create a character that made a huge impact in comics, video games. That character is everywhere. She's embedded in pop culture.
Predator 2, WrestleMania 7, White Men Can't Jump. I'm gonna skip that one. Groundhog Day. That's time travel. Rugrats.
Yeah,
X-Files,
he was. The issue is he as himself every
Simpsons.
time.
Not every time.
How many times is he not himself? Because I guarantee you, in Predator, I guarantee he was himself.
He's also a version of himself.
He's himself the whole time.
Arthur, Charlie's Angels.
It's again all himself.
Weird Al show. So just because he's playing himself, that doesn't.
No, it doesn't. He's just getting guests. You can walk on rolls and shit. I'm not gonna say that. What about Daniel Craig? I'm not gonna say Daniel Craig is one of the best Star Wars characters because he played a stormtrooper.
No one knew Daniel Craig was a goddamn Startrooper until he was wearing a helmet.
Exactly. He offered nothing to the franchise.
Okay.
This man offered nothing to his franchises ever. He just walked on the road, walked off.
Okay, so basically, screw pretty much everybody who was themselves on The Simpsons or any other thing that we watched growing up.
I mean, kinda.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like help the genre out. Is what I'm saying. Add to it. He didn't add to it. All right. Now, if you want to talk about his impact in pop culture and TV, yes, all day. Okay. This man is a cornerstone, but in nerd culture, he is not. And you don't have to give him 2 cornerstones. He has a big one over there the size of a mountain. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Bob Barker. He didn't help out anything else. Oh, bro, he was in Happy Madison. Who cares? Freaking Adam Sandler's not even like everyone likes Adam Sandler.
Well,
I'm gonna listen to episode 6. I guarantee you, I said the same thing back then too.
I don't think you did.
I think I wasn't. I guarantee I wasn't saying. Either if I guarantee I didn't say it. But anyways, all right, we're around. Are you still recording this or you stopped?
I was getting ready to hit stop, but you kept rambling and rambling.
I don't ramble, sir.
Okay. Now I'm hitting stop.